be just fine. You're just gonna give us the address to where you delivered some pizzas tonight.
Welcome to Iconic Movie Scenes. Today we're counting down the moments that had audiences crying with laughter and rewinding just to watch again. From perfectly timed chaos to unforgettable punchlines. Number 30, Eminem vs. Ray Romano. Funny People is one of those late 2000s comedies that flew under the radar, and a big reason it works is its perfectly timed celebrity cameos. One of the most memorable comes during a restaurant scene where Eminem is casually sitting with Adam Sandler's character until he suddenly notices Ray Romano nearby. The moment Eminem spots him, everything escalates.
What? Ray Romano's bothering you?
Who? Ray who?
Ray Romano, the guy from Everybody Loves Raymond?
Everything escalates. He snaps, slipping into an over-the-top, unhinged version of his rap persona, completely losing it over Ray Romano's presence. What starts as confusion quickly turns into pure chaos, as Eminem vents about that guy from Everybody Loves Raymond.
This is why I don't go out of the house. I thought everybody loved you.
Number 28, Latrell sings 1,000 Miles. White Chicks, 152 to 233. Latrell Spencer is having the best day of his life, completely unaware that the woman he's riding with isn't who she claims to be. After picking up Tiffany, he puts on some music.
How did you know? I love this song!
And what follows is a sing-along moment no one saw coming. Terry Crews commits to the bit with full enthusiasm, turning the car into his own personal concert.
And I need you, and I miss you.
Every lyric, every seat-bound dance move, and every dramatic note adds another layer of comedy. His energy alone carries the scene, making it funnier with each passing second.
'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight.
Number 27, Meatloaf. Wedding Crashers. Will Ferrell completely dominates the screen as Chaz Reinhold, stealing the scene the moment he appears. When Owen Wilson's John Beckwith visits the home of this legendary wedding crasher, he quickly realizes he stepped into pure chaos.
Come here, brother. Give me a hug.
In just minutes, we learn everything we need to know. Chaz still lives with his mother. He's dating an incredibly attractive woman, and her previous boyfriend met an unfortunate and oddly specific end.
Oh, I'm hang gliding, honey. Take a good picture. I'm dead.
The information hits fast, turning the visit into a comedic whirlwind. Despite all of this, Chaz proves to be an enthusiastic host.
You hungry? Hey, Ma, can we get some meatloaf?
Ferrell's presence alone is enough to get laughs, but it's his delivery and razor-sharp timing that make the moment unforgettable. After this scene, it's impossible to hear the word meatloaf without thinking of this hilariously unhinged encounter.
Ma, the meatloaf!
Number 26, VR scene, Johnny English. One of the biggest fears with VR gaming is losing track of reality and accidentally hurting someone, or yourself. This scene from Johnny English takes that anxiety and pushes it to absurd extremes. While Johnny is surveying a virtual replica of a building he plans to infiltrate, he unknowingly wanders out of the simulation space. Still locked into the VR world, he begins causing complete mayhem in the real one, turning an everyday environment into a disaster zone. Rowan Atkinson's mastery of physical comedy is on full display here. Even in a lesser-known sequel, he transforms simple movements into pure chaos, attacking unsuspecting bystanders, barreling through public spaces, and escalating the destruction with perfect timing. By the time the scene wraps up, the sheer commitment to the bit leaves the audience in stitches.
Further covert investigations are now ongoing. Yes, quite.
Number 25, dinner scene, Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Clump party at 6, please. Yes, and we are hungry.
If anyone needs a reminder of Eddie Murphy's comedic range, this dinner scene delivers it in full force. Set during a family meal with the Clumps, the sequence highlights Murphy's rare ability to carry an entire scene almost entirely on his own. He fully disappears into each character.
Oh, this looks fabulous. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, it do look good. Hey, godson, I'm eating myself.
How about getting us about a red over here?
Giving every family member an exaggerated personality that's dialed all the way up. From the parents to the eccentric relatives and even the outspoken grandmother, each role feels distinct, energetic, and perfectly timed.
Had to give him a little appetizer. Ooh, mama.
The scene is packed with visual gags and escalating chaos, including a memorable run-in with an ice cream machine. But what truly seals it is the nonstop verbal sparring around the table, as insults fly and tempers flare.
Well, you know what they say, you're as young as you feel.
Yeah, well, I must be 107.
Number 24, Aim for the Bushes, The Other Guys. The Other Guys wastes no time announcing its mission to parody over-the-top action heroes, and nothing proves that better than this moment. Samuel L. Jackson and Dwayne Johnson play ultra-confident partners who find themselves standing on a rooftop, completely convinced they're unstoppable. Their self-belief is so extreme
You thinking what I'm thinking, partner? Aim for the bushes.
that, for a split second, you almost buy into it. With absolute certainty, they commit to a plan that only works in action movies, right before reality comes crashing down in the most unexpected way possible. Casting Jackson and Johnson, both veterans of the genre, makes the joke land even harder. Watching the scene unfold in real time.
Someone has to fill those seats. That someone is us.
Number 23, Baby Jesus, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Few comedy scenes capture chaotic family energy quite like this one from Talladega Nights. Packed with fast food, soft drinks, and wildly unfiltered dialogue. The moment centers on Ricky Bobby's family sitting down for a meal that quickly spirals into madness.
You don't always have to call him baby. It's a bit odd and off-putting to pray to a baby.
Well, look, I like the Christmas Jesus best, and I'm saying grace.
What starts as a simple prayer turns into a full-blown argument over how Jesus should be addressed, setting the tone for the absurd conversation that follows. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are predictably excellent.
Chip, I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a spider monkey! Go on!
The banter never slows down, with every character piling on and escalating the chaos. It's loud, ridiculous, and perfectly unhinged. One of those scenes that makes you wish real family
One
dinners.
thing you ever done with your life is make a hot daughter. That's it. That's it. That is it.
Number 22, Naked Fight, Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen pushes comedy to its absolute limit in Borat, turning an all-out brawl into something that's as shocking as it is unforgettable. After catching his producer Asamat in an extremely compromising situation, Borat completely loses control, launching into a fight that quickly spirals out of hand. What makes the scene even more absurd is that it doesn't stay contained. The chaos spills out of the hotel room and into public spaces, forcing unsuspecting bystanders to witness the madness firsthand. It's the kind of moment where you're torn between laughing uncontrollably and looking away entirely.
Bad news. Azamat leave.
Number 19, Messenger Service, The Nice Guys. Often overlooked, The Nice Guys stands as one of the most underrated comedy films of the century. Pairing Ryan Gosling with Russell Crowe turns out to be an inspired decision, and this scene is where audiences first see just how well their chemistry clicks. The moment finds Gosling's unlucky private investigator taking a brutal beating from Crowe's intimidating enforcer. On paper, it's a violent encounter, but what makes it hilarious is the oddly calm, almost instructional way the two converse throughout the punishment.
Look, when you're talking to your doctor, just tell him you have a spiral fracture of the left radius.
No! No!
Deep breath. You mind if I have an apple?
The contrast between physical pain and casual dialogue elevates the scene beyond a standard beatdown, transforming it into pure comedic gold. While the film offers plenty of standout moments. Number 18, Tranquilizer in the Neck, Old School. In Old School, Will Ferrell plays Frank the Tank, a man whose party-loving past resurfaces after cracks begin to show in his marriage. While the streaking scene often gets the spotlight, this moment somehow manages to be even more unhinged. During a chaotic turn of events,
They say it can puncture the skin of a rhino from 100.
Ow!
Frank accidentally fires a tranquilizer dart straight into his own neck. What follows is pure madness.
Yes! That's awesome!
Between Seon William Scott's stunned reaction and Frank's immediate spiral, the situation only escalates. Things reach another level when Frank crashes a child's birthday party, completely derailing it with his drugged-up behavior. Number 17, I Like to Party, Hot Rod.
My name is Rod, and I like to party.
After years of building a cult following through their digital shorts on Saturday Night Live, The Lonely Island made the leap to a full-length feature, and they fully committed to the chaos. While Hot Rod is packed with absurd moments, this scene stands out for how quickly it spirals. Trying to introduce Denise to his crew, Rod asks everyone to share a simple fact about themselves. He casually starts by saying he enjoys partying, only to watch the conversation completely derail. One by one, every member echoes the same statement with increasing enthusiasm, turning a harmless introduction into a ridiculous standoff.
Okay, nobody parties but me.
Yes. And we party.
No.
Yeah, just Rod.
Yes.
And me.
No. I'm the only one who parties.
Number 16, the opening scene, Super Troopers. This is how you open a comedy. Super Troopers introduces us to a group of mischievous Vermont state troopers who seem far more interested in jokes and mind games than actual law enforcement. Their favorite pastime? Toying with nervous, stoned college kids on a road trip toward the Canadian border.
Canada, huh? Almost made it.
What starts as a routine traffic stop slowly transforms into pure psychological torture, as confusion and panic build with every passing second. And from the razor-sharp dialogue to the perfectly committed performances, the entire sequence is laugh-out-loud funny. Number 15, the 5 Ds of Dodgeball. Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
If you master the 5 Ds, no amount of balls on earth can hit you.
Few comedy scenes double as life lessons quite like this one. According to Patches O'Houlihan, mastering the 5 Ds means no projectile on Earth stands a chance against you. And after watching this scene, you'll never look at a wrench the same way again. With their gym on the brink of being shut down, Peter LaFleur and his band of unlikely teammates unite to compete in a dodgeball tournament with a massive cash prize on the line. To prepare, they turn to a former dodgeball legend whose training methods are aggressive, to say the least. Instead of easing them in, Patches demonstrates his philosophy by launching wrenches directly at his students.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
Proving his point in the most painful way possible. Number 14, Misadventure at School, 21 Jump Street. When a reboot of 21 Jump Street was first announced, expectations were mixed, especially with Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum leading the charge. It didn't take long, however, for audiences to realize just how unexpectedly perfect this pairing was.
What are you doing? Are you trying to find my G-spot? Just stick it in. I don't know. I've never done this before. Stick it in. Go.
Their chemistry shines throughout the film, but nowhere more so than in this sequence, where the duo accidentally turn a routine school assignment into a full-blown drug-fueled nightmare. As the day unfolds, both characters spiral further out of control, misreading situations, destroying school activities, and escalating the chaos at every turn. From music class meltdowns to athletic field disasters, the scene becomes an exercise in perfectly timed absurdity. Number 13, Slap into Bass. I love you, man. Before this movie, Paul Rudd was best known for stealing scenes in ensemble comedies like Anchorman and Knocked Up. But this moment made it clear he was more than ready to lead a film. Trying and completely failing.
Slap at the bass. That sounded like Borat.
Yeah.
To impress his fiancée, Rudd dives headfirst into awkwardness, delivering one of the most unintentionally hilarious bits of dialogue in modern comedy. What really sells the scene is his total lack of self-awareness. He abandons all dignity and commits fully, no matter how ridiculous he sounds.
You got it, Jobin. I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk.
Number 12, Ruined Magazine. This is the end.
Who did this? Who did this?
Did what? What are you talking about?
Packed with some of the biggest comedy stars of the century, playing wildly exaggerated versions of themselves, This Is the End delivers nonstop chaos as its characters attempt to survive the apocalypse. Much of the humor feels raw and improvised, like you're watching private jokes spill out in front of the camera. Nothing captures that energy better than the infamous argument over a ruined magazine.
Who has goddamn porno mags anymore? Welcome to the 21st century, Buck Rogers.
What begins as a petty accusation quickly explodes into an extended barrage of crude insults when James Franco confronts Danny McBride about the offense. The scene drags on in the best possible way, with two fully grown men refusing to back down, escalating the argument to absurd levels. It's immature, relentless, and deeply uncomfortable.
No, I don't have any brothers. I was raised in a house of women.
Number 11, Zipline Disaster, Girls Trip. When four longtime friends travel to New Orleans to reconnect, Girls Trip wastes no time proving just how fearless its comedy can be. The movie is packed with outrageous moments, but few scenes push things as far or land as hard as this one. Desperate to find a restroom, Lisa is talked into ziplining over a crowded area as a shortcut. Unfortunately, timing could not be worse. She gets stuck midair at the exact moment her body decides it's done waiting. What follows is gross, chaotic, and completely unfiltered.
Wait, what's going on?
Stop!
Don't worry about it. Fix it. Just hold tight. Hold on, Lisa.
The situation spirals as onlookers react in disbelief, turning secondhand embarrassment into full-blown comedy horror. It's not pretty.
Damn, how much did she drink?
Why have you mistaken me, baby Jesus?
Number 10, I Am McLovin, Superbad. Let's be honest, there was no way this list could exist without Superbad showing up. The film is loaded with iconic moments, from awkward teenage panic to scene-stealing cops, but one moment stands above the rest. Everything changes the instant Fogel reveals his fake ID. Choosing a single-name alias might already be risky, but opting for McLovin takes it into legendary territory. It's a decision so absurd that it instantly becomes comedy history.
You changed your name to McLovin? McLovin? What kind of a stupid name is that, Fogel? What, are you trying to be an Irish R&B singer?
What makes the scene unforgettable isn't just the name, it's the fallout. As Fogel desperately tries to justify his choice, Jonah Hill and Michael Cera tear into him without mercy, turning embarrassment into pure gold. By the end, McLovin isn't just a fake ID, he's a cultural milestone, forever burned into comedy lore.
This isn't terrible. I mean, it's up to you, Fogel. This guy's either gonna think, here's another kid with a fake ID, or here's McLovin, the 25-year-old Hawaiian organ donor. Okay, so what's it gonna be?
I am McLovin.
Number 9. Bunk beds. Step Brothers. Every once in a while, a movie comes along that's so unapologetically stupid it circles back to brilliance, and Step Brothers is a perfect example. With Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly fully committed to their man-child personas, the film delivers nonstop absurdity. Few scenes capture their dysfunctional bond better than the infamous bunk bed.
Can we turn our beds into bunk beds? Yes.
The fact that two grown men politely ask their parents for permission already sets the tone. What follows is a gloriously unstable construction made from random household junk and pure confidence. The moment is elevated by Dale's casually timed, completely pointless question.
Hey, I never asked you. Yeah. You like guacamole? Oh, God!
And just when you think nothing could top the earlier chaos,
Fight
this
scene
scene
from
somehow
earlier in the
manages to do it. Number 8. One Too Many, The Wolf of Wall Street. If awards were handed out for single scenes, Leonardo DiCaprio might have walked away with one just for this moment alone. Working with Martin Scorsese, DiCaprio turns excess into performance art. The scene follows Jordan Belfort as the delayed effects of an outrageous number of Quaaludes suddenly hit all at once. What he thought was a controlled situation rapidly becomes a full system shutdown, leaving him stripped of basic motor function.
Pow! I mean, I had skipped the tingle phase and went straight to the drool phase.
What follows is a masterclass in physical comedy. Watching Belfort crawl, collapse, and painfully inch his way toward his car is equal parts tragic and hysterical. It would be heartbreaking if it weren't so meticulously funny. Number 7. Grossman Unleashed, Tropic Thunder. Let's be honest, no one saw this performance coming. Tom Cruise completely disappears into the role of Les Grossman, delivering one of the most unexpected and outrageous turns of his career. Grossman is a ruthless movie executive who has absolutely no tolerance for being told no. So when a group of criminals attempts to pressure him after kidnapping action star Tug Speedman, he doesn't panic or negotiate. He detonates. What follows is a verbal assault so aggressive and profanity-laced that it borders on terrifying. Cruise's delivery walks a perfect line between menace and absurdity, leaving you unsure whether to recoil or burst out laughing. And just when the tension peaks, Grossman breaks into dance, instantly shattering any remaining composure. At that point, resistance is futile. The scene is pure, unfiltered comedy chaos. Number 6. The Walk-Off, Zoolander. Honestly, this list could have been filled entirely with moments from Zoolander. Ben Stiller is relentlessly funny in the title role, but it's his rivalry with rising star Hansel that elevates the film into comedy legend. After trading insults at a club, the two decide to resolve their feud the only way true professionals would, on the runway. What follows is an absurd, high-stakes fashion showdown, treated with the seriousness of a heavyweight title fight. The walk-off unfolds like a sporting event, complete with dramatic poses, corner breaks for touch-ups, and judges watching intently, including David Bowie, because of course he is. Owen Wilson and Stiller commit completely, transforming a catwalk into a battlefield. For one glorious moment, male modeling is treated like the most important thing in the world, and that's exactly why it works. Number 5. Napoleon's Dance, Napoleon Dynamite. Out of all the films on this list, Napoleon Dynamite might be the most unusual. From its awkward characters to its strangely quiet setting, everything about the movie feels intentionally off, and that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. While there are plenty of iconic one-liners to choose from, nothing tops Napoleon's surprise dance routine. The brilliance of the scene lies in how completely unexpected it is. Nothing in the film prepares you for this moment, which makes it hit even harder. What initially feels like a throwaway gag, Napoleon learning dance moves earlier in the movie, suddenly pays off in spectacular fashion as he steps onto the stage to help Pedro win the class presidency. The routine shocks the audience, flips the tone instantly, and somehow works perfectly. Credit to John Heder for committing fully and turning an awkward dance into one of the most iconic comedy moments of the century. Number 4. Bruce takes over the broadcast, Bruce Almighty. There are very few scenes in comedy that can reduce an audience to instant laughter, and this is absolutely one of them. Throughout Bruce Almighty, Bruce Nolan is constantly overshadowed by his unbearably smug coworker, Evan Baxter. Once Bruce is granted divine powers, he decides to settle the score in the most public way possible, during a live television broadcast. What follows is pure chaos, as Bruce hijacks Evan's body mid-segment, turning a routine news report into an uncontrollable meltdown. Watching Jim Carrey and Steve Carell play off each other is comedic perfection. Every movement, expression, and escalating loss of control is timed flawlessly. While both actors have countless standout roles, this scene exists in a category all its own, an unforgettable example of how physical comedy, timing, and commitment can collide into something truly legendary. Number 3. Andy Gets Waxed, the 40-year-old virgin. Few comedy moments from the early 2000s embedded themselves into pop culture quite like this one. The 40-year-old virgin gave Steve Carell the perfect opportunity to prove he could carry a movie, and he absolutely delivered. While the film is packed with hilarious scenes, this sequence stands above the rest. Nervous about his lack of experience, Andy's friends decide it's time for a makeover, starting with an ambitious attempt to wax his extremely hairy chest. What follows is pure agony turned into comedy gold. Watching Andy's mood shift from cautious optimism to full-blown panic as each strip is pulled is endlessly funny. Carell's raw reactions elevate the pain into something unforgettable, cementing the scene as one of the most iconic cringe comedy moments ever. After this, you'll never hear a certain pop star's name the same way again. Number 1. Dress fitting gone wrong. Bridesmaids. No one could have predicted that one of the most outrageous and painfully funny scenes in modern comedy would unfold inside a high-end bridal boutique. Yet Bridesmaids delivers exactly that, turning an elegant setting into absolute chaos. After a seemingly innocent lunch goes horribly wrong, the entire bridal party is struck with severe food poisoning at the worst possible time. Trapped in expensive designer dresses with only a single bathroom available, panic sets in fast, and dignity disappears even faster. What follows is an escalating nightmare of desperation, embarrassment, and perfectly timed madness. If we missed a comedy moment that deserves a spot among the funniest scenes of the century, let us know in the comments. And for more iconic moments from film history, make sure to subscribe to Iconic Movie Scenes and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.